Well, you know, Shannon Bream covers the Supreme Court for us in D.C., so of course it's been a very busy day for her. She's been following this all morning. Shannon, so now we know who she is. Let's dig a little deeper. What do we need to know about Sonia Sotomayor?
Well, Martha, something that's kind of interesting about her, she was actually first appointed to the bench by a Republican, President George H.W. Bush. That is a fact the administration has been hammering this morning. They want to paint her as someone who's going to have bipartisan appeal. Right now, that's probably oversimplifying it just a bit, but it's a point they want to make. Judge Sotomayor got to her current position on the Second Circuit after she was nominated by President Clinton. Senate Republicans spent almost a year blocking her hearings and, a chance to vote on her. Why? Well, because back then they were saying they were afraid if she had an easy time getting to the Second Circuit that President Clinton would put her on the fast track to the Supreme Court. That, of course, more than 10 years ago, and now it's come to fruition. She's got a story that resonates with President Obama, somebody from humble beginnings. She grew up in a Bronx housing project. She wound up going to 2 top Ivy League schools, Princeton and Yale Law. She has worked as a prosecutor. The president says that's going to make her tough on crime. She also worked in private practice. She's been on the federal bench since 1992. Now, some colleagues and attorneys who have argued cases before her have made allegations saying that she's aggressive, a bit of a bully, and so much of the ability to succeed on the Supreme Court bench is going to be about building relationships and coalitions, and some are hinting that while she has a lot of pluses, that won't be her strength. Well, all along, the president, of course, has talked about someone with different life experiences, someone who has empathy, one of his favorite words in this case. Sotomayor has talked about the fact that she is a Latina woman, and that's given her a different perspective. But conservatives, of course, are pushing back, saying we don't want somebody making decisions based on feelings, simply on law and fact. That's what they're going to want to know about when she heads to the Hill, Martha.
All right, and quickly, Shannon, if you can, because we have some breaking news we want to get on the air, but highlight for everybody the case that is going to be so important, maybe, somewhat of a litmus test for some of the people who are going to be judging her in the confirmation process.
She's got a case right now before the Supreme Court. It came through her court in the Second Circuit. It's a group of white firefighters who say they filed a reverse discrimination case because they got the top scores on promotions exams, but the city wouldn't promote them because they were worried about how minorities had done on those tests. She tried to dismiss the case in an unsigned opinion that was only about a paragraph long. Even another judge on the same bench with her called her out on that and said she was basically trying to bury the case. It's been all the way to the Supreme Court. We are now awaiting their opinion, but some folks say it's a bit of a black mark on her that this case has gone so far after she tried to get rid of it, Martha.
All right, Shannon Bream, thank you very much, Shannon, from D.C.